Hey, hola mi gente. It's your man, the Afro-Rican Orlando Crespo, giving you the rice and beans. Know what I mean? What up, Slime?
Hey, what's happening? It's your boy, College Park Sean. I just want to shoot from the hip, but I'm aiming for your heart. Y'all come out here and hear what we got to say, man. We got the Infinity Stones. We back in here. They looking at me crazy. They checking out my jersey.
Is the camera ready?
Champs. World Series champs. Y'all go and say what y'all got to say.
Yo, what's good? It's the God Flex, the original Rude Intellect, the rebel without a pause. In the building. Let's go.
What up, brother?
Hey, man, let's go. Let's go over here, man.
Energy on 1,000 a day.
I was going to say, y'all gonna find out who on 10 already.
Hey,
Let's go.
Let's go, man.
We just gonna get it going. What's happening, fellas?
oh, man, nothing much. Nothing back in the lab.
Yes, indeed. Seems like we've been all over the place, huh?
Yeah. What you tell me?
shit,
How was
yeah.
that flight to Cuba?
Yeah. Right.
Shout out to Havana Cigars.
No doubt.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, the Rafa, we appreciate y'all.
Word up.
Yes, indeed, man. It's been a crazy 2 weeks, man. A lot of stuff going on.
Hold on, man. Let's do this right. Man, congratulations to our brother, Tone, for getting recognized
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot we ain't even mentioned it.
by Oprah. It's one of her favorite things for this year, 2021. So shout out to our
That's
brother.
dope.
Shout out.
Yeah.
You know
Big
what I'm
up,
saying?
Stone. Big up, big up, big up, big up.
Absolutely.
East Side, Buffalo.
Yes, indeed. And for y'all, that was the 2 shows ago.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
we had somebody that bought some great products through here, and this stuff is on the Oprah's favorite things list. I don't know if you heard him say it or if you didn't hear me say it. I said Oprah's favorite things list.
Right.
And he shouted out Rude Intellect.
He did. He gave me a shout out. Yo, first of all, man, let's make sure
That's dope.
let's be clear.
Yeah.
Tote and carry, you know, all the bags. You know,
Right.
you've been seeing them online. You've been
Yeah.
seeing them everywhere. You want one of them, man.
Right.
That's our homeboy. We got the last interview before he jumped on Oprah.
Right. He
So
knew,
make
he
sure
knew
you
it when
check-
he was sitting here, but he just didn't tell
Yeah,
us.
yeah. He knew it when he was sitting here, but he didn't tell us. But yo,
Yeah.
real talk, man. Like, get a real interview from my brother Tone, man. Shout out to him, the Stitch Doctor, man. What's good?
That's what's up.
Yes,
I didn't know that was an exclusive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's
That one
crazy
ain't
about it. You know what
that
I'm
one ain't
saying?
even out.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny because after he came, my freaking Facebook was full of
Oh, my God.
every 2 scrolls.
Tone carries
And I'm like,
everywhere.
dang, they
Man,
look
lie.
good though. I'm like,
That's
okay,
all
let me
carry
go and
everywhere.
drop
Hey,
it.
Tone. We still need that Soundproof HungerRoom.
We need
Tone
that
carry.
Soundproof.
Soundproof HungerRoom. We need
You
a
can just
special
give me
edition.
you can give me
You know
the
what I
bottle
mean?
bag. I take the bottle bag.
Yeah,
the
let's
power
work.
bag. I need
Barrel
the power
bag.
Bro, let's collab.
real.
Let's work on something, man. We
You
got
know,
the best
indeed.
interview of you out here right now.
What's his name? Tony Yee?
Tony Ray.
Tony Ray.
Ray.
Bring him too.
Yeah.
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 No
That's
doubt.
what's up.
Shout
man.
out
That's what's
Tony
up.
Ray.
We'll see him again, definitely.
Oh yeah, yes indeed, man. So let's jump into the subject. We got so much to talk about, man. Shit, we ain't talked about nothing about 3 weeks, right?
No,
It's
outside
a
topics.
lot, yeah.
No,
a lot-
worldly
yeah,
topics.
a lot-
Worldly
yeah.
topics.
Worldly
Worldly.
topics.
A lot
Really?
that went on since our last worldly show.
So, Sean, you got a whole
Yeah,
pamphlet
you got a
over
lot
there.
going on over
Yeah,
there.
I got a
Yeah.
pamphlet.
You got a
I got a whole
pamphlet.
pamphlet. We ain't gonna cover everything.
Shout out to hoodie season too. I'm giving everybody their flowers.
Shout out to Hoodie Season.
Shout out.
hoodie
Shout out to her.
season, and it literally is hoodie season. But
Absolutely.
that's also the brand that he's talking
Yeah,
about.
shout out to hoodie,
Hoodie
season.
Season.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make sure you
indeed.
check that
Check
out,
that
man,
out.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Also, it's Atlanta Braves season. We won the World.
Actually, the season over.
Well, we got the World Series. So
That's what I
for
mean.
me,
That's
it's still
that's
the
last season.
That's last. But
Yeah, we
the
in
other
the
season ain't
off-season.
started
We
yet.
already in the
But
off-season.
People have been
so it's
traded
already
from that
new
team
season.
and everything by now.
we the champs.
That's real.
That's
I
what I'm
give you
saying.
that. I give you
All
that.
right, we gonna move along.
Move on.
Mike Robb, man, and my homeboy Kerry, like them two real Braves
yeah,
fans.
for
And
sure.
Sean, I don't want to leave Sean out, man. I want to make sure I get him
Spoon.
some
Appreciate that.
love.
Can't
Get
forget
some cats
Spoon.
out,
Spoon,
yeah.
a real fan too.
Yeah, some of
And
them
Middlebrook.
guys,
Middlebrook.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Oh, Spoon.
yeah, Spoon, yeah.
I got you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna come back to that.
We gotta see that every week though.
Probably about a good month. I'm gonna do you about a good month.
Shit, I mean,
yeah.
you stole one last week. You had on
If I
Deion
would've
Sanders.
known.
Yeah, I had
that
the
you was
Sanders
having
on
that
last week.
I promise you,
I
I'd
had
have
the
came
Sanders
here.
on.
Mets flamed up like we want.
I'm gonna have another one on next week. I'm just gonna
I
tell
won't
you.
be on next week.
Me either.
But outside, I'm definitely
Yeah.
gonna have my shit on. I know
I
that.
feel you.
Since we talking about well, we talking about Atlanta. Let's talk about the state of Georgia and the Ahmaud Arbery case that's happening.
That's big.
And let's start from the beginning because we hadn't even talked about the jury selection process.
11 and 1.
11 and 1. And it took them 2 weeks to select the jury because they said that the town is so small that everybody knew about the case because it's on the national stage. So they said the defense lawyers found a way to start canceling. It was 8 potential black jurors, and they found a way to ask them questions that they knew would cancel them out of the jury selection.
Oh, premeditated.
Yeah, and the judge even said himself. He said, "Man, this ain't right. Like this don't even look right from the beginning."
What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing.
So it don't even matter.
There you go.
Right. So from the jury selection, it's already looking real crazy. But on top of that, just this week, because it's already started, defense lawyers come out and told them that, hey, we don't need any more black pastors in the audience because Al Sharpton is going down there for the family support.
Thin neck Al.
Yeah. And he's like, we don't need no more black. Yeah, the thin Al with the curls. Not the
Al.
Right.
the straight hat. They said, we don't need no more black pastors. And the judge said, I'm not going for that. He good.
Right.
Keep the show going.
You know what I'm saying?
So they pulling every trick out the book to try to get these boys off, man.
My thing is, how could he even say something? That was the lead defense attorney, right? Okay, I believe that he may have mentioned that because it could possibly be a method of intimidation toward the jurors.
No, he said it in the sense of because Al Sharpton is a public figure,
Right.
he's making it seem like,
And Ben Crump was there too, right?
yeah,
Right.
So he tried to make it seem like, oh, they have the upper hand because they have people of a certain social status in here, and that it would go against them trying to be fair with the jury because they got
Fair. Fair. We gonna talk about fair,
Fair is a place that they judge pigs.
right? And cheap carnival.
That's
ride.
where fairs are.
But it took 12. It took you said 2 weeks
2 weeks
to find this jury.
find the jury.
So it
11
took you
and 1.
that long to find one
11
black
and 1.
person.
11, yeah, and one black person. Yes.
And they did interview one of the suspects with the funny haircut guy. Asked him, did he understand clear English language? He said a little and somewhat a little bit.
Who, one of the suspects?
One of the guy that was filming it.
Oh.
Right? So if they got the jury from this little town, he's from that little town, so more than likely most of them may have that same mentality.
You got the breakdown of men and women?
No, I don't have that breakdown of men and women.
All right.
To jump in on this,
Sure.
like, let's be real. America's justice system is never set up for black people. And this is just another example of how it is rigged against people of color.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So when they it's always going to be we don't need these pastors. It's always going to be it's a black person on trial, but it's 11 white jurors.
Right.
Like that's always the case. It's always what it's going to be in America. It's always a America versus Brown. That's where we are now. And we have to remember, even when we deal with these legal cases, like people say follow the law, they get into all of this stuff, but law is really whatever the people who are backing the politicians like kind of want it to be. And what I mean when I say that is, at one point in time, slavery was legal. As immoral as it is, especially slavery here. I'm not talking about domestic servant stuff. Yeah,
it was literally
it's still a business.
Yeah.
It's not like that's what this is about. White people duck this stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like you got people who actually kill people, but you're not gonna be charged for I forget my man's name. Shay Noor. I'm gonna bring her back up. Shout out to Shay Noor in Buffalo. But she has a Freedom. The song Freedom on her album.
I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
But on there, she has an insert in there where it says, you will never be trialed for doing how did he say it? You'll never be. America's at war with the black man. That's pretty much what he says. Okay. And then he says you'll never be tried for doing your duty to your state. Mm-hmm. And killing black people it's always this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's always this. Whether it's a cop, whether it's somebody on the street. The only time black people get tried for killing black or a black man or somebody's trial is when they're black. Right. Black people can be tried for killing black people. Mm-hmm. Right. But everybody else is always loopholes. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's always loopholes. Same thing with my man in what was Kanoya? What was Wisconsin? What's
his name? Rittenhouse?
Yeah, my man up there doing his fake tears.
Oh yeah, come on, crocodile tears.
Yeah.
Oh, that was terrible.
That shit crazy.
And they said that judge is off the chain. He making racial jokes with Asians.
Why wouldn't he?
He's just doing whatever.
Look, your lives don't matter.
I think he gonna get off.
Your lives don't matter. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's it. Apollo Brown. Yeah, that's a joint right there. You know what I mean?
Apollo Brown?
No, Apollo Brown was the producer on it. That wasn't the guy's name.
Okay.
But yeah, like that's where we are in all of this. We have to understand that when we go in these courtrooms, that's already stacked against you. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. You're already wrong. Like I don't. You know what's funny? I feel like I'm talking to white people when I say this, because us as Black Americans, I think we already understand it. Mm-hmm. You know. It's just like when you get pulled over. Everything that happens, we like Black Americans, we've already had these conversations in the house.
You know what's funny? I was reading an article and it popped up. Ben and Jerry, the big guys over the ice cream and this and that.
Right.
They said the police abuse of black people is a white problem. And they said that because we have shown that it's always us, but we can't fight the system. It's so big that whatever we do, now we getting it on camera. We got all kind of stuff, and these people are still getting off. And they were saying that this has always been the case. Mm-hmm. And he said, now if we can't look at ourselves and say that we're the problem, it's not going to change. Mm. It's not going to change.
That's it.
And they put a lot of money into a lot of organizations, and even with their products. I mean, I don't know if you remember back when Kaepernick was out, they put the ice cream out with him on there. Mm-hmm. They named the ice cream after him. But they got a lot of things out in advocacy of black justice, basically, black and brown justice. But to go to your point, what you were just saying, that it's not us. Mm-hmm. It's only so much that we can do because the system is not for us.
Right.
It's not for us.
Built on top of us. It's not built for us.
Right. Right, and
even if we have a clear-cut case of proof of murder, okay, because they did interview that the suspects, and they told them, "Hey, we were trying to get in front of them." No, you blocked them off,
right, and
you murdered that man.
Yeah.
If you go to the construction site, the owner of the construction site said, "Hey, Ahmad, he entered the property 5 times but never took nothing." You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That's just a risk you take if you're in that industry. Stuff gonna get stolen. This young man didn't steal anything, and you mowed him down like an animal. Yeah. So I hope the case isn't prolonged, because we have the proof. But like you said, it's not. You know, the justice system is stacked against us. I believe that the family will have justice served, though.
I don't have faith
I don't think they're getting off.
I really do hope. But like, justice for us is not the same for justice for them. Or justice for us is like, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you know, they gave him 14 years. We give 14 years for having, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Half a gram of coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, like justice is not equal. Man. Like liberty scales definitely don't tip in our favor, in my opinion. You know,
it's who's got the biggest wallet.
And that's part of the problem, though.
Yeah.
Part of the problem is all of this stuff is a financial thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This is why we need to make sure that we stick together. Unity, ownership, excellence.
Road intellect.
Roadintellect.com.
Appreciate it. Funny.
Oh, man. I mentioned Kaepernick a second ago. Now, he has a documentary on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet. But I heard one of the statements he made during the documentary was that the NFL is similar to slavery. The NFL draft is similar to slavery. How y'all feel about that?
Yeah.
Why they betting on the
Go
best?
ahead.
The best.
Mm-hmm.
The best athlete to do the work that they need them to do on the field. That's what happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Are they drafting the best athlete to do the work in the field on the field?
Right.
They get interviewed based on their intelligence. They get measured up based on body mass index. What can you do for me? Is the mentality. You the biggest, you the fastest, the smartest. You go number one. And then you'll have a trade, reach. We bidding, right? No, I give you this if you give me that. I can see the similarities in it.
Isn't that the same with any interview though?
Oh man.
Like,
Yeah.
let's keep it a buck. Like, he said it. He entered the draft. So I mean, I'm on the fence with this one. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm gonna be honest with it. He woke. Is that the word? They still using that?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
that. It's
okay.
How
being
you
used.
ask
All
him?
right.
You know you hate
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to figure it out. They still using that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know they still using woke?
Woke.
Woke. Yeah.
Woke.
Yeah. So I mean, as he got more knowledge of self, he came with his analogy. I get it, but that's any interview, isn't it? For anything.
It was what was funny to it about me is that just the week prior to this documentary come out, he was out saying, "Hey, I still work out every day. NFL, look at me. I take the calls." And then you turn around and you say this. So for me, it's like,
Didn't he have a special
you
just
don't-
come out on Netflix?
yeah, I just said that.
Oh, okay.
I just
He missed all of that.
I missed all of
He
that.
definitely missed that.
Yeah, I missed all of that.
He was so ready to talk.
Hell,
His ears was
I
off.
was so
Get it
toned
off.
off. I was so gone.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
man.
so gone.
He good. He good.
yeah.
Just to speak on it, just to give my 2 cents. First and foremost, I want to say that I support Kaepernick and whatever he does because he's black. Regardless if people say he's half and half or because of who his parents were, I still support you. Just to put that out there. It sounds like with some of the things that happens, and I could be completely wrong if I am, I apologize, but I'm gonna say it. But you use some of these narratives to further your own personal agenda as well. Not saying that he even wants to be back in the spotlight as far as being a player, but you can keep your
name out there.
Yeah, you keep what you fighting for out there as long as they're talking about Kaepernick. Because anytime we say Colin Kaepernick, we automatically go back to kneeling.
Right.
It automatic. So I support it. Like, I'm not mad at him for it. I support him. Like, I absolutely get it. Is it kind of like slavery? I don't know what slavery was necessarily like in that times. I've heard stories and I do read, and it sounds, some of the stuff may sound very familiar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to just say like, oh yeah, this is slavery, because like, yo, we get interviewed to get regular jobs. We get, you know what I mean? I remember having to pick up 50-pound stuff to do certain things. Like, I remember, like, you know,
So physical
On combine.
Yeah,
like,
That's what I'm
it's
saying,
it's certain things that you have to do to actually, you know,
Get a
qualify
job.
to be in certain situations. So I definitely understand that. But at the end of the day, I feel as if, and I could be wrong. Like, one day Colin could prove me wrong, but I feel like the things that Colin are pushing for, I think black people need to understand, and white people need to, like, they need to be addressed.
Definitely.
So I'm not mad at him for whatever it is. If he never plays again, man, never. Like, he did more for black people than
A lot.
a lot of the athletes that have really been successful have. So I respect it.
I respect that.
That's
too.
it. That's all I can say on that.
Yeah.
You know,
From
black
what
and
he
brown.
said, though,
Black and brown.
Are you still a fan of the league?
I don't look at no sports the same, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I really just.
Yes. To answer your question, I still am. I am a fan of my team because I want to see my city win something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say that, but I don't view sports the same as I did when I was 7, nor when I was 17, nor when I was 27.
Hell yeah.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? I don't view it the
I
same
don't.
because I honestly I see the machine working behind it.
Right.
Like, it's not a coincidence that It's not a coincidence that LA all of a sudden getting everybody.
They ain't doing nothing anyway. But
They got a stadium to pay for. Like it's a market we trying to revitalize.
They got
It's
a
not,
Super Bowl this year, right?
Like it's not a coincidence, LA.
We'll get
I
some
don't know if
backlash for that.
I don't know if the studio audience can hear him right now.
No, they can't. They can't. But I just wanted to make sure that when the studio,
The door would have flew open there.
Big facts. But it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, I can agree with that. And
Just seems
do
scripted.
you have something else?
Go ahead.
We're gonna stay on the NFL.
Uh-oh.
We got Aaron Rodgers. Okay, before the season started, he came out and said that he was immunized
He is.
and he did not get the vaccine. Now the team knew it, the NFL knew it, but they allowed him to play anyway without doing all of the precautions that players that aren't vaccinated have to do. Mm-hmm. So they fined him when he caught COVID. They fined him $14,000 or something like that.
What?
And the Packers got fined $300,000. Yeah, $300,000. Yeah. They didn't suspend him. CeeDee Lamb came out and said, "Hey, I got charged more for my jersey being untucked," which he did.
Wow.
CeeDee Lamb ain't Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Sure ain't. Yeah.
So again, like we were talking about with the league and the agendas behind it and what they push and who they decide to protect and who they choose not to
By the
protect.
time y'all see this, Russell Wilson will go up against Aaron Rodgers on Sunday afternoon. I think the game
Is
goes
it
at
the
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock game?
Yeah. I just gave you an answer why Aaron Rodgers didn't get suspended.
Yeah.
He be on the field.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
That's a major game.
at the end of the they're not about
Money
to
game.
they're not about to stop that for nothing else. They're not.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers played with words. He just got caught.
Yeah.
You know, Aaron Rodgers been showing Green Bay the league for the last 3 years. Yeah, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Y'all either gonna suspend, y'all gonna do something, or I'm just gonna keep doing what I want to do. I ain't mad at Aaron Rodgers for that shit. You know what I'm saying? He doing what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? I guess when I'm so sports is just so. I'm just not in it for that no more. So it's just like to me, I don't care.
Just
You know
more
what I'm saying?
entertainment.
It ain't even that to me now. Like I just be in the camaraderie of y'all and the TV be on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just don't care.
Y'all hear that?
We
So
appreciate-
don't
we
come to
appreciate
Ralph
that.
talking about the Lions,
Like,
the
it's-
Tigers,
like,
the
it's-
Bears, or oh my.
It's crazy. A dude walked to me the other
But
day.
if you
was
say
like,
something about the Pistons, he gonna want to fight.
I'm have fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like a dude walked to me the other day and was like, "Yo, y'all 0-8, y'all go at 17," and everybody in the room was like, "Yo, he don't even care." And I'm just looking at him like it's 6 a.m, my nigga.
Right.
Like, come
That's
to me
all you
about
got to talk
12.
about.
If you want something to come to me about 12, I might say something back. But
Let
right
me
now,
wake up to that.
I just don't care.
Maybe
you know
he
what I'm
just
saying?
want to talk to you about something.
No, I mean, I worked in sports and I work at ESPN.
I didn't
You
know
do.
that.
Absolutely, I work at ESPN.
You do.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They ain't
Okay.
talking no politics. They ain't talking nothing
Just
but
sports.
sports. You know what
I
I'm
couldn't
saying?
do
Sports,
that,
and at
yeah.
12 o'clock, we all get together and watch Wheel of Fortune or
He know the schedule.
whatever. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
on every day.
And then we go back to, so I mean, to me is, hey man, I read books, man.
I mean, I talk about some
Yeah.
other stuff too.
What we talk?
right
Yeah,
now,
okay, yeah, relax. Yeah, I read
I don't
books,
wanna do
man.
that.
Like,
Another one.
Shout out to my brothers over there.
But with
I mean, everybody cool. I'm just saying what happens in the room.
Yeah.
I work in sports.
you heavy in that versus battle that be in the back though.
No, you talking about the break room where I reside.
my
I'm
bad.
talking about
Yeah,
my.
that's
He
different.
left
He
that
don't
one.
know that. He don't know.
I'm talking about
See,
the
he
break
don't
room
know.
I'm supposed to be in.
I
Yeah,
got
it's
you.
totally different place.
He's
I
blowing
got
the
you.
spot.
You see what I'm saying?
He's blowing the
Yeah, he
spot,
did.
man. God damn, Afro Rican. blowing the
my
spot.
bad, dog.
Shut it down for a couple weeks, y'all.
Yeah, can't even do what we
Ain't
do.
getting no work done over there.
I mean, let me say this. Let me compare the two right quick. And I'm about to say something that y'all might not even agree with. So y'all know how I do. These are just my views. Let's take Kyrie's reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's take Aaron Rodgers. The team backed Aaron Rodgers because you said they knew he didn't.
Yeah, they knew.
They wanted him on the field. They did whatever they had to do until he got caught. Let me ask y'all this. I'm just going to put it in the air. Fuck it. If Kyrie was Steph Curry, You think they did the same thing in Brooklyn?
If you put Steph in Brooklyn, that's the only way I can take it because it's a state thing.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can take it.
Okay.
So it would still be the same. It wouldn't change because it's a state law, a state mandate. Now, would they crucify him as much? No, because as soon as he did, and we've talked about it before, I stand behind Kyrie saying I'm not going to take it. I don't want to take it. I'm not going to take it. So from that point, the media took every chance, every opportunity they could to chastise this man. They talked about him coming in with the sage in the building, talking about him taking his personal days off. They talked about him, every little thing that he's done since he's got to Brooklyn. They took that opportunity to shoot this man down for a choice that he has decided to make. And y'all ain't losing money. Y'all still winning games too.
Right.
He's still getting paid. That's what I like.
Right. He's like, look, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. But the media, especially the sports world, took every opportunity. And Stephen A. Smith, I don't like him. I've been told y'all that. I don't listen to him.
Right.
Got checked by Jay Williams about how much he chastised Kyrie Irving versus the same energy he gave Aaron Rodgers.
Man, I done told y'all a million times, man. Ever since that man got suspended, he ain't been the same. So what did y'all expect him to do? One thing I listened to Paul Pierce say about his time at ESPN.
Who you talking about? Stephen A?
Yeah,
Oh,
ever since he got suspended, he ain't been the same. Paul Pierce said it was something that he thought was weird that they had to mention LeBron James, that say his name so many times
Really?
per show.
I didn't know that.
So he said a lot goes on that we don't know. And I guess he just felt he got fed up, so he just
Did what he did.
he didn't get fired. He quit.
Yeah. After they saw the video.
After they saw the
video.
After they saw the video.
After they saw the video. He said, I don't care.
Let me chime in real quick for the whole Aaron Rodgers thing. Aaron Rodgers' situation is a prime example of white privilege.
Yep.
It's like, let's be real. And not just white privilege, because I don't want to just make it seem like it is white privilege.
Right.
100%.
Right.
Because he is one of the golden boys for the NFL. He's a meal
Absolutely.
ticket. He's somebody who can, at the end of the day, he sells tickets. He's going to make the NFL rich. Right.
Sure.
He's going to make mad money for no matter every Sunday.
Right.
That's what he does. So we got to have him out here. But on top of that, what you have to realize when we compare him to like a Kyrie Irving like Kyrie is already considered a problem and a weirdo because he has different views of outside of what society thinks is normal.
Right. Right.
So when you look at they're not fair comparisons,
Right.
Like Kyrie is gonna be Kyrie. I respect him. I love him for it. Right. I love Kyrie for saying, you know what, this is what it is.
Yep.
I'm not feeling this. But I do love Aaron Rodgers for being able to say, man, I can't make no money without you.
And he know that. And he know that.
Said I'll sign when I'm ready.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
You know what? I got money.
Right.
Like y'all need me more than I need y'all. I got a chip. I got everything that I need in this situation.
Nobody want to see Jordan Love versus Russell Wilson.
Nobody. and you know who else I love? I love the NFL for playing the situation. Like a lot of times we be putting our moral standards into these situations.
Right.
And this is about money.
Bottom line.
Bottom line. No, all of that stuff we get emotionally charged. Oh my God. Aaron Rodgers. Why didn't they do the same to Cam? They're killing us. They're blase blah. And at the end of the day, you know what happens after we have all of these rants and we are exhausted? You know what we do?
425.
We fry some chicken
And watch the
and watch the game.
watch the game.
425.
You crazy.
425.
It's clear.
Stop me when I'm lying.
That's why, man. I just
That's true. That's true.
I don't have the energy
I
for
can't.
it.
Hey.
All it is something to talk about.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
clear
all it
double.
is.
They did. Aaron Rodgers just gave them everything they needed to lead up to the 425 kickoff for that game. Oh, this dude got a broke finger. They gonna fuck with his finger for a minute,
Right.
but then they gonna get to Aaron Rodgers and everything else. He won't even talk to him. So
He doesn't. It's not in the script.
yeah, I mean
That's what y'all don't understand.
What's in the
It's all
script?
in the script.
No, it might be in the script, but he might get up there and flip that shit. They be like, "Wait a minute, we didn't agree on
No,
that."
Aaron Rodgers ain't.
They
got
gonna
that.
shut it
You
down.
want something to
I don't
write
think
about?
he
He
that
give
big.
you something to
I
write
don't know.
about.
I don't think he that big. I think everybody that comes on them cameras, they already know what they're supposed to say.
I think they hate it. I think
It's
they
you
hate it.
gotta listen. Hey, look, Flex, we gonna give you this much space. You can't say nothing. Aaron Rodgers, you say whatever you want to say as long as you don't say this and that. They give him
Pam
two
Oliver
things.
will not be interviewing Aaron Rodgers this week. I'm telling
Pam Oliver, and
you. She still there?
I ain't seen
I
her
ain't seen her in a
while.
minute.
Yeah, it's
shout out to
been-
Pam, man. I almost
That's
said
how-
something about your hair,
that's-
but I ain't gonna do
That's
it.
how disconnected I am, bro. I don't
do
pay
that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Hey, leave her alone.
Yeah, I don't.
I
Really,
love Pam.
that
I
shit-
love Pam.
I seen her in person though.
that shit
Me
in the
too.
front.
I saw her in Lenox Mall.
Oh, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, Pam ain't got nothing to do with this.
I don't know, but all I know is when that wind be blowing, sometimes that's
Like, wait till you see these shows, man. Fox, the 4 dudes that sit there, ESPN, the dudes that sit there. It's gonna be a shit show.
But you gotta understand. Like you gotta have something to sell.
Starting at 9 in the morning.
You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. It'll
That
be
shit-
first thing in the morning.
Oh,
NFL
that shit-
Network. You already know like that. But they gotta have something to sell, and we buy it because we be all
We
into the
addicted.
nonsense that's going
Drama.
on. At the end of the day, I need
Chaos.
to know: did the Bills win?
Confusion.
Deion Dawkins. I want to know is you gonna get pancaked again? I can't take no more of that.
What happened the other night?
Shut your mouth.
Oh my
Damn.
God, that was. Oh.
Hey, before we move on, can I chime on an Aaron Rodgers thing?
Not unless you're gonna talk about the Jets.
Boy, listen. We gonna edit that. I ain't even worried about that. That's why it's all good. It's a clear double standard with Aaron Rodgers and Kyrie. We all know that. Like you said, he's a poster child for the
He's
for the
a poster
league.
child for the league, yeah.
Everybody know him for the State Farm commercials and cereal boxes. all
Discount
that.
double check.
Hanging out with Danica Patrick and all that stuff, like all the sponsorships and whatever. And if y'all didn't know, you remember Green Bay Packers is the only team in the league that offers stocks to their community.
Absolutely, they own it. They own.
They
it.
own
The
it. They own
city
the
owns-
team.
the city-
The city
it's
owns the
city
team.
owned.
Yeah, the city owns the
It's
team.
city owned.
Oh,
So
did
we
not-
got to have him on the field. We're investing in this.
Damn right.
They got to have that.
025.
I'm gonna be there for 25.
I mean, I'm being a lounge somewhere. If
I'm
I
gonna
see
try
it,
to
I
come
see
to
it.
the lounge and smoke this week, but y'all know me, man. If the Bills lose to the Jets, then I'm gonna be sick.
What time y'all got? One?
One.
Oh, y'all be all right.
Just call me Mike White. That's my name.
Yeah,
If we lose to the Jets, bro, I'm done.
y'all be all right.
Done.
What else you got?
Coming out
That's
here.
what
in my
Cincinnati
Falcons gear.
said. That's what Tennessee
Yeah, I
said.
agree. I know.
mean,
I,
hey,
am
put some respect on it.
I'm not. Yo,
Put some respect
I'm
on
like
it.
I can't take it. That don't. I bite.
Get
I'll
up
be
for the
smoking.
division games. That's what you do.
You know what I'm saying? But if we win, boy, I ain't gonna call you, but I'm gonna call some other Jets people.
Well, we done talked about all the teams except mine.
The
You know,
Raiders?
the team with the racist coach that y'all had to get rid of.
We got rid-
he just sued NFL.
let me start from the beginning.
You
Before the
can't get
season
the violin
even started.
music first.
Yeah, let me start
No,
from
we
the
can't get
beginning. Let me start from the beginning. Before the season started, we had a guy come out and say, I'm gay.
Right.
So we got that
Part of the
fanfare
script.
to come part of the script. So then we have our coach with the racist emails. He comes out, he does his thing, right? Next thing you know, our number one draft pick
Yeah. He,
drives his car
He's a speed
156 miles an
He's a
hour
speed
into the
racer.
back of a young lady and her dog. Killed both of them.
yeah. Deshaun Jackson.
Then we picked up Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
We also had another first round draft pick of the same class
Yeah.
that decided to go on Facebook or social media and threaten
yeah.
people with guns.
He got a big gun. He got a Predator
Bazooka.
gun. Yeah, I look at this shit like, how you get
Yo,
that?
Sean, do me a favor. Tell me what your team is. 'Cause I don't know.
We are the Raiders. I'm not
That's
gonna
enough,
say
people.
Las Vegas.
You already know these degenerates. You know what I mean? We're not even getting ready to get into all of it. Like, look at their fans.
They got a lot of shit going
Look
on.
at their fans.
And then Gruden comes back and says he's gonna sue the league.
Yeah, he said-
Nobody cares about you, Gruden. Let
It's
Gruden, let
done.
me tell
Let
you
it
something.
go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Oh.
Gruden, they're gonna give you some money, I'm sure, because that's how lawsuits work.
Sue their ass.
But you shouldn't ever work again. But you know how black people, we so forgiving, man. We want Chucky.
He'll be on Fox. In
I rooted
2
for you
years.
though. Back in the day, I ain't gonna front.
He'll be doing 4:00 game with what's the Moose guy from the Dallas.
Oh, Daryl
Daryl
Johnson, yeah.
He's still on
That's
there.
that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is he?
Bro.
I don't know.
I don't know.
4:00 game. Watch 2 years. That's what I tell you.
Y'all crazy.
man.
Y'all crazy. NFL gonna ban us.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with it. No.
But streaming from that, they're now talking about now all of a sudden we gotta stop drunk driving. So was it in New York or
You was telling me about this. I hadn't heard about it.
I just read
It
it.
was right.
It is not concrete yet, but they got it on the bill that they trying to put devices in new cars.
The breathalyzer.
Yeah, in new cars.
So when you go to the dealership, in due time, you know, their plan is for every car to have the breathalyzer. So if you can't, you know, and if you don't know the breathalyzer devices now, what they do, they hook them up to your car, and you have to blow in it in order for the car to crank. And if you don't pass, your car won't crank up. So
Wow.
This is tough.
Yeah,
And it's the only reason it's tough is because y'all drink.
a lot.
I don't drink a lot.
a whole lot. What?
You don't drink a lot of
I
drive.
don't drink a lot.
And yeah, you take it in sips throughout the day, periodically. Not a lot.
Moderation.
I don't really know. Yeah, like when we speak about this, it's kind of hard to even talk about
because
of that. And I'm gonna be honest, man. Like,
It's
I want to say it's a good thing.
yeah, I ain't mad at it.
I want to say it's really a good thing because we do need to kind of slow down in America on drinking and driving. Like it's a great thing. But as somebody who I know I have driven and I feel like I was fine because I probably didn't hit nothing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That might have been over the limit, you know, over the legal limit, but I wasn't like smashed.
Right.
I'm torn on it, but I think it could be a good thing. Like I'm gonna look at it as a positive. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it might stop people from drunk driving, man. Like people who have lost loved ones and shit. Like,
Like that means a lot to them.
yeah, like no, and I'm empathetic to that. So like for me, even though now I that's not what I do, but I know I've been in the past that there's been times that I know if I'd have blown, I'd probably been over, but I was good. I felt like I was good, or maybe nothing like happened to I don't know. Maybe like I know people pray for me.
I know
that's what I know.
I know
and I done made it through a lot of shit in life because people pray for me.
Amen.
I know I had days where I know I should have waited an hour before I hit that road. So I mean, that was.
But I would like to see the whole system revamped if we do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you like if somebody's sleeping in their car and it's not on, and you shouldn't have to throw your keys out the car or something like that because you I like to see the whole system revamped.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, and that's
maybe like and it is going to be tough, but I mean these are tough times, and we are tough people. You know what I'm saying?
Like a rock.
Come on, man. But I think it could be a situation. It could be an opportunity to make something better. Like I'm with that, but I'm also with making. We not gonna lock people up for falling asleep in a car and it's not even running.
Right.
Like I know people personally who got DUIs for that, or DWIs, or whatever y'all call them in your state. I just would like to see everything overhauled with it. I'm with it though.
That's good. You got something on?
No, man, that whole thing was new to me.
So to go off of what you were saying with changing the whole system, Philly is going to be the first major city to ban minor traffic stops to promote equity, to curb negative interactions with police. They said the stops were geared more toward people of color. So they examined, I think it was a 3-year period from like 16 to 19, where they just examined the traffic stops. And they said they went over 309,000 traffic stops this was 1 year, between October 10th, 2018 and November 2019. 72% of the stops were black drivers. Fewer than half of the city's drivers are black. So that tells you that we're
Black
being
people are
pulled over
targeted.
just because we're black. That's it. And so they said if it's to the point to where the city has to come up and say we're going to stop minor traffic stops because it's not doing anything but targeting people that aren't even they're not breaking laws. And then you're using manpower for things that are not doing what it's supposed to do as far as policing the streets and things of this nature. So they said they're going to implement this whole no minor traffic stops for like a broken tail light, stuff like that. I haven't checked the date when, but I read this article a week ago. So I'll look it up again to see when they're going to throw that into.
It's a start. I remember something similar to that when they were targeting black folks in Rodeo Drive.
Oh yeah.
for stealing.
I remember that.
And then remember they pulled my man over that owned the Versace shoes.
Yep.
They didn't know he was.
He was a manager.
He was a
He was
manager.
like
he worked there
with the company, not
With
just the
company,
store.
right.
He was like a Versace.
He was upper echelon,
big guy.
big
in
guy,
Versace,
right?
Yeah.
You know, just profiling people. That's what that story remind me of.
Yeah,
That's pretty deep.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, brother.
Because we be talking about these baby steps. Like they're... Fuck them people, man. Like, this is what happens to us every day. Like, this is not a minor step towards... And it's not to knock what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get it. But the end of the day, man, when are you going to stop all of the racial injustices in the country? Like, that's really what we're going up against. No matter what law they change...
Yeah.
All the laws are meant for us. Did you see where the white lady who stormed the Capitol was like, I ain't gonna do no jail? She mad because she got to go to jail for storming the Capitol? Mm-hmm. Nigga, if you storm the Capitol, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Right.
Not go to jail for 60 days. You're dead. Come on, man. Like the injustice, like the imbalance in how people are policed is just amazing to me.
But Flex, and I hear your passion, but to be very specific, in what way specifically would you address it? Because if let's just say I'm a white judge in a courtroom, and I'm seeing all these cases, and I feel exactly everything you just said.
Right.
So am I now going to just throw the book at every white person and just throw out every black person that comes into my courtroom and just throw out all of the things that's going on, or do I have to get with another group or a campaign and say, okay, we got to stop this. Let's pass this law. What exactly do we need to do to get to that, what you're talking about? Because it is baby steps, but you can't just get up at 1 year old and dunk a basketball. It takes time for these things. And like you said, all this stuff, this is programmed. We're conditioned. They're conditioned. All this stuff is a machine. You can't just go in and turn a switch off of a machine. So tell us how, with all that passion, and I love it, how do we get to where you was talking about?
Blow that fucking machine up and start the fuck over. I'm sorry, Mom, because I know you're going to get on me for cussing. But no, seriously. No, all jokes aside, like, the problem with it, like, when we talk about police reform and all of this reform, the problem is the people who really understand that we need reform in America are the people who are always underneath the blocks, and we're the people who carry it. So there are still people who are out here who don't understand why that we're saying we need reform, because it doesn't affect them. Right. They say, I do what I'm supposed to do. I'm a black man who does everything he's supposed to do, for the most part. And for the most part, for the most part, I do everything I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And I still live under the fear and of the consequences for me for just being my skin tone. That is not something that white people can fully understand. Like I have white friends. Like I have white friends that I'm very close with.
So does Crespo.
Yeah, I sure do.
But even speaking with them, as much as they are with some of my ideas, they don't completely understand them. They empathize. They can never sympathize because they don't know what it's like. At first, let me tell you something.
It's the other way. Sympathize. Empathize is put yourself in your position.
That's what I said.
No, they should sympathize. Sympathize is saying,
but they can't because they haven't been through it. Empathy.
That's empathize.
Empathize.
That's empathy. Sympathize is, oh, I see what you're saying. That's sympathize. Empathize
but sympathize is when you've been through it.
No, it's empathize.
Okay, well, however, whatever. We'll sort that out later.
Dudeintellect.com.
Yeah, I don't agree. But whatever. All I'm saying is, I remember the first time I was 16 years old. I got my license, and I didn't have a actual physical license. What I had was my permit, which was physical, and I had the paper that said that I had passed my driver's test. And my father had a 1994 Grand Marquis, which a 17-year-old. I went to go pick up my check from my job, right, by myself. Like I'm. You know what I mean?
You roll.
Probably pumping Ghetto Boys or I'm gangster in it. You know what I mean? I'm leaning heavy. I'm doing the whole thing. Okay. You know what I mean? So as I'm coming back and I'm crossing out from Amherst, which is like the safest city in America, into Buffalo, which is like one of the worst cities in America. You know what I'm saying? I'm crossing over, and he pulls me over in Buffalo, but he follows me from Amherst, and his thing was my father, the car that we had was bought from Ed Taylor Mercury because it was a Grand Marquis, and he was like, oh, there was a bunch of these stolen off the lot. That was his excuse for pulling me over. What he saw was a 17-year-old in a car with the windows down bumping rap music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He did. It was no problem. Everything, like, luckily, my father's name is the same as my name, so it was like, this has to be his kid.
Right.
There was no issue. You know what I'm saying? But he pulled me over out of his jurisdiction. You know what I mean? Because of where he spotted me. You know what I'm saying? He had followed me for a while. He pulled me over out of his. I was probably like 7 or 8 blocks from the house.
Right.
At that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he acts like he doesn't know that I'm good to drive with a permit and the test results. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that black people have to go through that people don't understand. There was no reason for them to pull me over.
Right.
Other than the fact that he saw somebody young and black in a car that he had no business in his opinion. That's what America is. This is America.
That didn't answer my question.
I'm telling you my stories.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm listening.
So let me answer this question. So to answer this question, I'm going to give you 2 answers. Now I'm going to give you just one answer question.
Okay.
I really hate that the Braves won the World Series. Because these cats is acting real brand new, and that bothers me. And I'm a big Mets fan. But I'm going to give props to the Braves fans who really are Braves fans, which Sean is one of, and I do want to give him credit for that. But I hate that y'all won the World Series because y'all acting funny.
Thank you, brother. I'm with you that. If you notice, I came with my angry fan stuff. And I'm going to say this. I hate to interrupt you, but I got to get this
I'm
off.
done.
Oh, okay.
I'm done talking to you, period.
I got to get this off my chest. Atlanta is not a sports city. It's not.
Amen.
Okay, so when teams start winning, we get fans that come out of anywhere. And I had people come to me like, oh, I haven't watched baseball in 12 years. Now I'm a super Braves fan because they're winning. Right. And this is in the playoffs. Y'all know every year when we get to the playoffs, right. I'm going to a couple games here and there. Playoffs, Smith. I'm wearing it.
She got an OG starter though.
I mean, because we always rock.
I got an OG starter too.
I mean,
I think she just popped the tag on that one.
Yeah, she did. It was new.
That was brand new.
That's new. Ain't even got no wear to it.
So as a fan,
I said that.
As a fan, it bothered me that
Julius,
so many
make sure
people.
You tell her.
They can't. She gonna get it.
I just told her. I just know how to get it. So I sent her a message.
It bothered me that so many people just jumped on the bandwagon as a fan. And I asked a couple folks, I said, man, should I feel this way? Just because it's my city and y'all from here, but y'all don't look at baseball. Y'all don't mess with baseball. But now that they winning, we this, we that, Atlanta.
People ain't been in a game since Fulton County Stadium.
Right. Right. So it's like, now all of a sudden we can cheer. And one girl just told me, yeah, it's fine. I'm okay being in the bandwagon. I said, no, it's not fine. Not for a real fan. It bothers me because when we losing and we getting shit on, I don't watch baseball no way. Right. I don't watch baseball no way.
That's white folks sports.
Yeah, I don't watch that no way. But then we win. We win. You're all over the place. You got all the new Braves again. You're down at the parade. You're doing this come on, man. So I was a little upset about that. But I was happy for my boys overall. It's all good. Yeah.
I'm happy for the fans that I like, because baseball is my sport. I am truly happy for y'all that really be repping the Braves.
No doubt.
Appreciate that.
I hate that the Braves won. It's like it tears at me. I'm happy for my friends, but at the same time, it's like
But imagine if it was the Falcons. Because people mess with football.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't care.
It would be worse, though. It would be elevated time.
But you know why I wouldn't care, to be honest with you? Because I'm a Bills fan, and it's no correlation. The Falcons is like, I'm sorry, the Braves is like, that's our division. Like, it's different. Yeah. And then we was leading the division all the way through August until everybody got hurt.
Trades.
Yeah. And once everybody got hurt, all of a sudden, and then y'all got trades, and it was different.
After the trade, we won 44 games.
Yeah.
So Hank Aaron's number.
I give y'all that, man.
Shine, bro.
This is why I tell y'all. This is why I tell y'all everything is rigged. This is why I tell y'all. All of a sudden, I don't want to say that. I was about to say something about the vaccine.
You can say it.
No, I ain't gonna do
you know what I'm
it. But I'm just saying, shout out to y'all for winning. I do like the real fans. Like I said, man, I'm glad that y'all won. But them other dudes, man, don't talk to me. I got into one of y'all supervisors about that, but that's another story. I'll tell you about that one day.
I just feel sorry for the fans that had to experience a parade that shot past them like 100 miles an hour, from what I was told. Then came to a 10-mile-an-hour cruise in Cobb County.
Why wouldn't it?
This is the way. Again, I started out by saying Atlanta is not a sports town. Okay,
you do.
What is Atlanta?
Atlanta is for all the people that want to go to the strip club, want to go
wings and
party
strip
and turn up. That's what Atlanta is.
Chicken wings and strip club.
That's what it is. It's not a sports town. So the Braves, like you said, in Fulton County Stadium, I appreciate you bringing up that. A lot of people wouldn't even know what that is. And Turner Field, they moved the Braves from down there because they was talking about the neighborhoods around those buildings.
Too black.
And you know, you might get robbed when you, whatever.
I ain't never been robbed down there.
Yeah.
I go to the Braves, well, only when they play the Mets. Not only, but mostly, but I go.
So then they moved into Cobb County, and everybody's like, okay, well, what y'all gonna do with this stuff? You go down there now, those streets, it's still bad, you know. And they gave the Turner Field to Georgia State.
Yeah.
They kept up the one wall with Hank Aaron's number on it and all of that, but they moved them to Cobb County, and people from Atlanta is like, what the hell is that? I was not gonna go to Cobb County. I could care less about going up there,
right?
Because as soon as they moved it up there, all of the cost of living shot up through the roof. Literally, they gentrified. Cobb was already something we didn't go hang out at. That's the beginning.
Because if you didn't have Cobb plates, you didn't go to Cobb County.
I know that. Going. Right. You know, that's bottom line. So to move our team out there was a shot in the face to us. You know what I mean? So for them, I didn't expect for them, but none of them people, I think it's one native, Swanson. Dansby Swanson is the only person on the Braves right now that's from Atlanta.
Right.
Everybody else is from, so they just playing for a team.
Yeah.
Everybody else from overseas.
Yeah, they from overseas and they're just playing for the team. So he's probably the only one that knows the culture of Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So it was a shot in the face to us. But at the end of the day, them our Braves.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I do get it. I definitely get it. I don't want to go to Cobb County off the strength of the big boss man from WWF back in the day. I ain't like
that was where he was from, wasn't he? He was
the Cobb. It
was the Cobb.
Man, he sure was. He was
a big boss. No, but for real, like, you know, back with baseball being my sport, like, I definitely, like, I feel y'all on that, man. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I was mad when they left. You know what I mean? I wanted them to stay in Atlanta.
I was mad for the jobs they took. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people.
The vendors. All of the vendors that was down there, man. I had a homeboy who was a vendor down there. You had to buy the vendor spot.
I ain't gonna front. I like the battery, though.
It's dope. They definitely got a return on that.
They had to up the ante on it.
Right.
They had to up the ante. But they could have made the battery where it was at over in Turner Field.
They could have. They didn't. I wasn't here for that. I like the battery.
Because the hood is definitely like walking distance. I used to park in the hood.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, I had a friend that stayed down there. I used to park at his spot and just walk over.
We went to see Diligent down there.
We did go see Dill.
Man.
Shout out to my homeboy Corey, man. Battle rap.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate that.
No,
I'm gonna give you about 2 more weeks.
I gotta show y'all
about 2 more weeks.
If they have me on here in the next couple weeks, I promise y'all, all I'm coming in here is best gear. That's what we doing. If I gotta go, I might have to make a route into like in the colors just to make sure we got it.
Oh, okay. You gonna get all custom.
I gotta custom it because I ain't coming in here. We repping in here, man. Sean was good. I know that my man Sean, he a Mets fan too. I know he.
I'm a Strawberry fan. I'm a Darryl Strawberry.
Everybody a Darryl. If you're not a Darryl Strawberry fan, you're not.
You into baseball? You're not a baseball fan.
Yeah, you got it. You grew up in the '80s, man. Strawberry
I like Keith
was that
Hernandez.
Dude. I did too, though.
Okay.
I did too. Kevin McReynolds. I liked all of them. Boy, that's my team, man.
What?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I said okay.
He know who Keith Hernandez is.
As long as you don't like Chipper Jones.
First base, right?
Chipper Jones. Yeah, Keith was big first base.
What you gotta go?
I don't fuck with Chipper.
Why? Because he a redneck.
Nah, ain't because he a redneck. Because he a Brave.
Oh.
It's a lot of rednecks. There's rednecks on the Mets.
Them chicks in the strip club like that.
But you know what? Rednecks be some of the realest folks.
They'll tell you how they feel.
Yeah, they tell you how they feel. They be thinking it's racial. No, redneck is just a culture. It's not. What
was your man who had a problem with blacks and Asians in the picture? He ended up playing for the Mets too. He's a closer.
John Rocker.
We had Rocker.
Yeah. We did too.
Yeah. We hated him when he was here. We hated that guy.
Back like he on steroids.
We couldn't stand that dude.
Crowd going crazy. That was definitely wrestling.
Not wrestling.
Wrestling. Oh, man.
I remember that show.
What else you got, bro?
I don't know. This guy kind of quiet over here, man.
I'm chilling.
He got
He ain't a
he got that
sports fan.
Honolulu blue. He repping the D.
I'm chilling.
What up, though?
How you doing?
Nah,
By the time this come out, it'll be Thanksgiving. Detroit will be on the television.
Oh,
You know.
I do have something else.
What?
The death of Yuri Lee Martin. This guy was killed in 2017 in Sandersville, Georgia. He was 58 years old. He was a schizo. So he would just walk around the neighborhoods. So he was walking around one day and he stopped in somebody's yard and went to the door, asked for a cup of water. Guy said, "Nah, I'm not gonna give you no water." He said, "Okay." So he left the dude's house, walked in the street, wasn't bothering nobody. Somebody called the police on him, said he's outside of the crosswalk. Police pull up, one cop pulls up, and he tries to talk to him. The guy's like, "I'm not talking to you, I'm not doing nothing, leave me alone." He keeps walking. First cop calls for backup. 2 more cops show up. So they corner him, they get him. "Hey, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah." They tased him, right? First time it didn't do anything. He kind of brushed it off. They tased this man 15 times within 4 minutes and 17 seconds. And when it first came out, of course, they hid the video. When it came out, the cop said that he physically threatened them. Luckily, we got cameras today.
Right.
And one of the neighbors saw that he didn't do anything to these cops. So when the charges were brought about to them, they couldn't say anything. They actually got video of them pulling his shirt up to tase this man. Okay? I say all of this because they're indicted for felony murder, involuntary manslaughter, false imprisonment, aggravated assault, and reckless conduct. And they'll be the first white cops to be put up on these charges in the state of Georgia. This was 2017. And these cops just feel that they can just, on their own decision-making process, not for the law, not because it's the right thing to do, just because they feel that they are superior to any human being and decide, "I'm going to take this man's life." He hadn't broken any laws. He hadn't done anything. And this falls in line with all of the cases that we see. We've been dealing with it all our lives. Now they're documented. Now we have video. Now we have this. So now, even before they used to hide this stuff, they can't hide it no more. So now we back to fighting the justice system. We right back at the beginning of the show. Where we fighting the justice system to where all these things are still being overlooked. And that starts with the jury selection. I got to go back and look at it and see, what kind of jury selection they got for that. But they're pretty much saying these guys are going to get these charges. And it's the first time that this will happen in the state of Georgia. It's sad, people. It's sad. But I want y'all to be upset about it. I want y'all to be upset about it and to understand that they not for us. If we ain't for us, ain't nobody for us. So we got to stand with each other. We got to hold each other. I say all of that because within the last month, I've had 3 close friends lose their significant others. And each one of them said, "I just wish I did this in between that time." Nobody knows when they're going to leave. So in between that, I wish I would have spent more time with them. I wish I would have told them I loved them more. I wish this, I wish that. Let's stop wishing and doing. Because we don't know what's going to happen with us. We don't know our expiration date. But we got to love each other, man. I love y'all. I don't have a problem telling people I love them. I treat people everywhere I can when they're in my circle. If I don't like you, I don't say nothing. I'm one of them people. I'm not going to try to start some confrontation just because. If I don't like you, I just ain't going to say nothing to you.
Right.
But if you're in my circle, I love you. If you're around, I'm going to do what I can to show you that I care, because when we leave, that's all we got. That's all you got is memories and times. That's all that matters to me right now. The times that I share with my close ones and what we do in between there. So, man, y'all love on each other, man.
It's a lot. It's a lot. 18th. What you got to say, man? You over here, motherfucking, like, you quiet today. Why is that? What you got to say about loving on each other, man? Because you toxic masculinity.
I am.
He just gonna throw that out there like that.
Yo, you see how I did it at the end of the show, too.
27 years ago, June 12th, 1994. Rodney King got his ass beat. We going through the same shit. 2021. When we gonna wake up to make a difference? That's all I got.
Bo?
Heavy for me today, bro. But I appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody that support us, brother. I'm out.
Yo, just to add on to what you were saying, Sean, man, like, yo, you absolutely have to live in these moments. You have to enjoy these moments. Like, you know, and we always go back to it, but like the time that we spend together, like Africa, and like just the different things, like those are the things that matter, man. Because it's about life is about creating memories,
Right.
Because when you no longer are here, whether it's your if you build a legacy, your legacy is the memory of what you started or accomplished.
There you go.
Right.
And that's what like life is all about, is building those memories. You know what I'm saying? Like even in what we do, I know you want to jump in. Even in what we got going, like here, like this stuff is special to me. You know, people are, you know, nobody can ask me why I'm here because they should be able to already see it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the time it's the camaraderie, it's everything that comes with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you have beef with somebody from back in the day or somebody that you love, like some of that, we gotta let go of some of these things.
Right.
You know, living in bitterness is not gonna make your today better. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I always say when people always ask me how I'm doing, I'm powerful because I have the opportunity to change how I feel and what I'm doing and where I'm going. You know what I mean? That's all I got.
What you got, Spo?
The day just been heavy for me from this morning to now, man. It's, you know, God puts people in your path for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that.
Amen.
And like you guys said, man, just cherish the moments that we have right now. All that bitterness, like you said, is just not good for your soul. Give each other your flowers now, man, because when you gone, you can't smell that shit no more. Them gifts and all that, you can't. When I pass, man, don't bring nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure my kids and my wife and the rest of my family are taken care of.
Right.
Ain't got to be tangible items. Just show some gratitude, appreciation, and love, man. Because at the end of the day, that's all we got.
Amen. The Crespos.
Yes, indeed.
You love them. You gotta love them, man.
We trying, bro.
What you got?
I'm good, bro. I don't got all my shit off my chest.
Yo, the best times of life you ever gonna have, they gonna come when you don't hold your breath and you don't have to focus. I'll let y'all figure that out. We gone.
Bang, bang.